What's going on, YouTube? Your boy Ivan here. This is gonna be a deck profile, I guess, with the new list. Even though I kind of don't have one of the cards that I really want to have in here, but I'm just making do with whatever. It doesn't really matter. Banlist is like a couple hours old. The format, there's not really been any events yet. But this is the deck that I just recently completed all the way through to the way that I really think it's gonna be. No, it's not tier 1 or anything, but it's a good stun deck. I really always liked it a lot, and I decided to just invest in it because I think it's something safe. Even though it does have a couple of hits to it, I think the deck's still very playable. It's Salamangreat. So first of all, to Foxy. Foxy is really good. He's probably one of the only starters besides Gazelle in this deck. Just does a lot by itself. It's able to destroy like floodgates and stuff like that. So I think that's why the card's really good. Too Spinny. Since Mirage Stalio is still banned, you only need to play 2. You don't need to play more than that, I think. It's still a really good card though. Just being able to special summon itself, and sometimes that random like 500 attack can just help you get over random things. 2 Jaguar. Jaguar I think is still really important to this deck. I like playing 2 because it's not the worst thing to draw. Because if you draw it with Signet Mining, you can do like a really cool thing where you get your Searcher Gazelle. You discard this, you search your Gazelle, and then you get to activate Gazelle's effect. Then you already have Jaguar, so you can send your Roar or your Ray, whichever one you want to do. Then 1 Falco. Falco is still really important to the deck. Just helps you get your spells and traps back, and then it also helps you recycle your monsters on field. Like if you don't want to leave your Gazelle on the field, you could just bounce it back to hand and then put out your Falco. Gazelle, this card's still like the best card in the deck. That's the reason it's at 1. If this card was at more than 1, I think this deck would be like super competitive. But since it's not, you got to make do with what we have. Then for like the Cybers type monsters, 3 Lady Debug, obviously, it's been back at 3 for a while now, so it's just really important to the deck. It's probably like your best normal summon because you can just do so many combos with it. And then I'm playing 1 Flame Buffalo. I was kind of playing before 2 and 2, but I think that Debug is just better because Buffalo, you need to have another Cybers monster in your hand to activate its effect. Then for the last Cybers like support monster I'm playing, Parallel Exceed. Parallel Exceed, this card's just dumb. If you draw it in your hand, you can pretty much special summon another one and make a rank 4 for free, or you can make a link 4 for free. And this card's just really good. Helps against a lot of the bigger decks. You make like Abyss Dweller, you make Tornado Dragon, just helps you a lot. Then for hand traps, I'm playing 3 Ash Blossom. I think it's still going to be the best hand trap. It's going to be a lot better now that Call by the Grave is at 1. It's going to be harder to stop unless if they're playing like Gammas and stuff like that. Then I'm still playing 3 Nibiru. I think that this card is still going to be, really good, even though the needle fiber combos are going to be a little bit more difficult to pull off. I think they're still going to see play because needle fiber itself didn't get hit, Link Cross didn't get hit, so it's still a good card. And then you need it because this deck just loses to giant boards, and you can't play Spear Mode because you need your normal summon. That's it for the monsters. For the spells, of course, 3 Signet Mining. This is like the best card in the whole deck. It gets your whole deck going. You can search pretty much any monster in your deck. It's just, the discard thing is not even that bad either because almost every Salamangreat monster has a graveyard effect. Then 3 Pot of Desires. I decided to play 3. I used to play 2, but since Call by the Grave got hit, I needed another card. Honestly, I'm probably going to end up taking 1 out and playing a Harpy's Feather Duster. But I don't have a Harpy's Feather Duster at the moment. I just never had one. I didn't really buy a lot of the sets that had it inside there. 2 Will of the Salamangreat. This card's crazy good. But you don't want to play 3 because it just breaks. If you can just open up one, you can do like a lot of cool plays. And this is how you play around stuff like Ash and like other hand traps, because this card just lets you summon from your hand or your graveyard, which a lot of people don't know, and it's just really good. Then obviously the Sanctuary, your field spell, you only want to play one because you can search it whenever you want. And then your Circle, it's at 1 for a reason. It's just a really good card. A lot of people don't even know about the other effect. Monster Reborn, and then only one Call by the Grave because it recently got limited on the list, which kind of sucks because I really like this card a lot. I was honestly playing it like in every deck at 3. Then for traps, obviously the best trap in the game right now, Infinite Impermanence. I think this card's just going to get even more better now that Call by the Grave is even at 1. Now there's almost very little ways to play around this card. Unless if they put up like a negate right away, or you just don't negate the right thing. This card's just so powerful. I'm glad I decided to just give in and just buy it. Then 2 Salamangreat Rage. I'm sorry, Rage is freaking crazy. It just allows you to control the board so easily. It pretty much is free because if you have like the reincarnated Link monster, you can just destroy like 1 or 2 cards, and you can always just get it back with your Sunlight Wolf. And you can even discard from your hand if they like kaiju you or something like that. And then 2 Salamangreat Roar. This card's just stupid good. It's an Infinity Barrier for Salamangreats. You're always gonna play it. I like playing the 2/2 ratio because drawing it just helps you. Even if you draw 2 of these, I would just still set just both of them, because this card's just so good, and it's able to be like activated so quickly. All you need is a Link monster, and since the Salamangreats have a Link 1, it just works out really well. Then for the extra deck, obviously you're gonna play 3 Baylinks. Baylinks is like the best. I don't know, it's just so good. You're able to summon like multiples in a turn, and then that just lets you activate like your. This kind of sets off everything because it lets you summon your Parallel Exceed. It lets you summon your. It activates your Salamangreat Roar, activates your Salamangreat Rage. It's just really good. I was kind of thinking about playing a Trap Tricks engine, but I decided against it at the very last moment because it was just like another bricky card, and that's what I wanted to have less of. 3 Salamangreat Wolves. This card's also super good. Just lets you recycle your spells, traps, monsters. It sucks that it's kind of small because it's only an 1800, but it's just really, really good. Then 2 Heat Leo. This card's cool because like when you reincarnate Link, you can spin away 2 spells or traps from your opponent's side of the field. And then the other effect comes up every so often, like making them have 500 attack because of your Baylinks, and then you just attack over it. Sometimes you can do it for game. Link Garibo. This card's really important. It's really good. It's kind of a way to play around Impermanence if you like play it out right, which most of the time you're able to. Update Jammer. That's pretty much a win condition for the deck now. Lets your dudes attack twice, which is just crazy. And then the dudes you're gonna be letting attack twice. Transcode Talker. I didn't know that this card, if you summon anything else but Cyberse during that turn, you actually can't use its effect. I thought it was for the rest of the turn, but it's not. But this card's still really good. If you're able to get it out with Update Jammer or using Update Jammer, it's just so good because it becomes 2800. The Update Jammer becomes 2000, or it's already 2000. 2500 actually because it's linked with this one. Then you can attack twice, which is pretty much just an OTK. And then Access Code Talker. This is like your main win condition of the deck. This card's just so good. Not being able to respond to either of its effects just makes it crazy broken. And this deck can just make it so easily, even if you lock yourself into Cyberse monsters. If you summon this dude, you can summon this dude. Because you summon him, you activate his effect to bring back whatever you, let's say you bring back this guy. Now you have enough, you have the 3 and 1, make him, boom, pop 2 cards right there, because he's wind, he's earth, and then you're probably most likely going to have another Salamangreat monster in there. So you can pop like 3 cards for free, which is just crazy. This card's really good. There's a reason why it's expensive. Baguska for Parallel Exceed. If you're going first, blind. This is most of the time what I make, just because being able to negate effects is just always being good. Tornado Dragon for pendulums and stuff like that. Back row decks, card's really good. And then Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller is good against almost every deck now, just because, especially nowadays, almost every deck is going to play through the graveyard. That's just the way it is. So, yeah. I also have a side deck ready, but this was before the Banlist came out. But I think it's still, you know, pretty playable. 3 Gamma Seal just for the Dragoons, because Dragoons is a really big problem for this deck. It's really hard to get rid of it. Then 3 Gamma and the 1 Driver. Just pretty much whenever you go second, you're always going to side this card in. 3 Cosmic Cyclone. It's still a little bit better than Feather Duster, because it doesn't get rid of every spell and trap, but it banishes, which is good versus the Eldritch matchup. And then versus random stuff, because most of the time, like, even if they, like, Harpy's Feather Duster, your Roar or whatever, you can just get it back. But if you Cosmic Cyclone it away, that's when it becomes, they can't recycle it anymore. The 1 Mind Control, and then the 3 Sanctum and the 1 Scythe. I wanted something that was going to be really good going first, and this is probably like the best thing, I think. And yeah, that's it for the deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really excited for the ban list, because they finally got rid of a couple of cards that were like really annoying, that everybody was just spamming into every deck, which is probably like the worst thing that happens, like when that kind of stuff happens. But yeah, guys, till next time, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. So just keep posted, and I'll let you guys peace out.